Baby, I'm a biker, never backing down. Baby, I'm a soldier, standing my ground. So if you're gonna find me for my heart, all you gonna get is battle scars. Baby, I'm a tiger, 27. Baby, I'm a rifle, one bite you dead. So if you're gonna find me for my heart, all you gonna get is battle scars. What can I say? I need more than desire. More than
Shoulder press, 10 reps.
you better walk away. Oh yeah, only one love.
So I've been using the Sweat app for 4 whole years, and here's how I feel about it in 2023. So in case you're new around here, the Sweat app started as this like PDF guide that everyone went crazy over. Or at least that's what it was when I was introduced to it. And if I'm being honest, when it did transition into the app, I was at a stage in my life where I literally would roll my eyes at any form of paid fitness program. I was just looking for all the free things, and if that's where you're at, amazing, awesome. I know so many free channels and accounts. I will link a bunch of them in the description so you can check out some of my favorites. But I really just got into a rut. I got to a point where I was just feeling so bored within my workouts, and I was just sick of doing the same old, same old. So I jumped into the free trial of the Sweat app, and I've been using it on and off for the past 4 years, and I really love it. But I know it's not for everyone, and here's why. So I'm gonna say this right now. If you are someone that is looking for a trainer to be there, active, yelling over your shoulder, motivating you through the workout, the Sweat app is not for you. You probably shouldn't be watching this video. Click out now, because that's just not what the Sweat app is. It gives you so much structure, but you're not going to have like a trainer to work along with, and that's going to be like, okay, come on, keep going. It's just not the vibe of it. So if that's what you're looking for, there are plenty of other apps, and like I said, definitely check out the description box, because I've listed a lot of other videos that you can follow along with and have the trainer feel more like they are there in the room with you. That being said, I would love to see more options on the app for people who have home gyms. So as you see, I have a home gym set up, and I feel like a lot of the home workouts are very limited in the equipment that's available, which I think is good, because not everyone has a home gym or has like a big home gym setup. So I think it is good that they do that, but I do wish that there was some way to customize it so that you could, you know, pick things that you do have, so you could do workouts with what you do have. So as far as customization, I've heard on other apps there is more customization depending on like if you're going through an injury or this. So I would love to see more customization on the app, and it doesn't really have that. But that being said, I do have a home gym, and I have been using the app for 4 years. So, you know, it still does its job. For me, it's cheaper, because in Australia, I was paying like $14, $15 a week at the gym, and now I'm paying $19 a month to have structured workouts every week using what I have at home. Like obviously, I had to invest in that equipment over time, but Facebook Marketplace before the pandemic was really helpful with that. But I would really just love to see more lifting at home style workouts. I love the lifting at home program. It's the one that I find myself coming back to over and over again. I just wish that there was more variety like that. I do have other like strength building programs, and there are some new ones that have just been added that I want to try out. So I'm really excited to see how I go with that. But so far, this has been my favorite one. Another con is there's no like bike or treadmill workouts. I do wish that they did have some treadmill programs on there, because I do have a treadmill at home. But I just end up using a video on YouTube or just doing my own thing. So yeah, it's nothing like the Peloton app, if that's something that you're comparing it to. It's nothing, they're totally different. I don't even think that you can compare them, because it's just a totally different vibe. There are ways for you to track like your runs and walks, like your distance and time and calories burned. But at the same time, there's no actual structured programs around that. Again, like I said, it's not like feeling like you're getting coached in a class setting. It's very much, this is your workout program, this is how you do the movements, this is the reps. It has a built-in timer, so everything just automatic, and then kind of keeps the workout moving, so you're not taking too long of a rest in between, depending on what workout you're doing. I wish the app had an actual like checklist where I could like tick things off, and if there is, I don't know where it is, but I just am so visual, and it does like say like completed, but like I want to like see the checklist of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, and that's just me. I'm a visual person, and so it does have a visual feature, but I would just love an additional one where I could just like tick off. This one is just more of an annoyance to me. I wish that it automatically logged my rest days. It takes it as you not completing the full week of workouts, and it's just like an annoying thing, because once you complete everything on the week to-do list, it just says like, you've completed this week, and you get like a trophy thing and a celebration, whatever. It's just, again, going back to like the accomplishment feeling of like ticking everything off the list. Like, I did have my rest day. It's just, I'm not logging onto the Sweat app on my rest day. I'm resting. So the app does have forums like Reddit, but I don't really use them. And I feel like they're like in a part of the app that you kind of like forget they're there. And so I'm not really sure like how useful they are, because they're very easy to forget that they're even part of the app. But with those things aside, this is what I love and have noticed over the last 4 years of using the Sweat app. It's reliable, they add new programs to it regularly, they've expanded their target audiences, so they've now incorporated workouts for people who are going through pregnancy or postpartum, which I think is really good. They also have included more yoga and Pilates and all that like slower movement and that mind-body connection. So I think that that's really good, and I hope that they continue doing that over the years. The biggest thing for me is that they've included more diverse trainers, and I feel like they're still working on finding the right fit when it comes to like diversity, but I have found some really awesome trainers. It's just good to see a variety of trainers. I remember when I first logged onto the app, just every single trainer looked the same, like even down to their body type, like they all look the same, and so it's good to see a variety. They're definitely getting better at it, but it's absolutely nothing compared to what I've seen on other fitness apps like Peloton. I feel like they have such a diverse range of trainers. But yeah, I do think that they're working on it, and I am really happy with what I've seen so far. And I just hope that they continue with that, because it is really good to see. The app is simple, it's easy to use even if you have no equipment. There are so many options on the app for people that don't have any equipment, or you're a complete beginner. There's so many options on the app, which I do love. It's great for traveling, or if you're short on time, you can pick like a short like 15-20 minute power workout and just like smash through that. It just allows you to consistently move your body, even if it is only 15 minutes because you're short on time. You know, getting the workout in is better than not getting it in at all. I love that they help you with stretching, and they include a warm up and a cool down. I mean, they're optional, but I do feel like I stretch way more since using the app than I did before using the app. So I do love that they encourage that, because it is very important, and it probably would have prevented me from my lasting injury that I'm dealing with, but we won't talk about that. I love the community. I love seeing the community. They have a great Instagram presence, and it's really just good to see them, you know, getting everyone around. They have challenges throughout the year. They'll have like a big 6-week sweat challenge in the beginning of the year, so it really helps people stay on track. Even if it is only a couple of challenges throughout the year, people can really come together and just get motivated and, you know, pick the program they want to do for their 6 weeks. And I don't know, I just really love that they do that. I do love that they encourage you getting in low intensity movement as well as high intensity movement. So there's a little spot in the app where you can just track like if you did a walk, you can track that. And so it kind of encourages you to like mix it up and just like, I don't know, I just think it's important. I think that just focusing on like high intensity, like going hard is not for everyone, and it is not for every season of life. So I know that like when I've gone through injuries, you know, having things like that to lean back on have been really helpful. So some of my absolute favorite programs so far over the last 4 years have been the Power or PWR program with Kelsey Wells. I love Kelsey and I love following her Instagram. I was doing the Power program in the gym when I still had a gym membership, and then when the lockdowns happened I switched to Power at Home, and then I started doing lifting at home, and then I tried the Fierce program, but it was just like too much jumping for me. I am currently on week 8 of lifting at home and I love this program. Like I said, I always come back to it. It's just something that it just feels good. It feels like my vibe. I am currently on week 8 of lifting at home 1.0. So it goes all the way up to 3.0 and I think it's like 21 weeks. Once I finish this one, I'm going to move on to a new program that was just added, Ignite Strength program with Brittany Williams, who I also follow on Instagram, and I love her account as well. So she's easily becoming one of my new favorites on the app. So I'm excited to try this one. It is a strength program. It says like a beginner, so I don't know if it's gonna be like challenging enough for me, but I'm definitely gonna give it a try. Some of my other favorite programs were the low impact workouts with Kelsey Wells. I did that one when I was dealing with my injury and things were flaring up. So it was really nice to just have a workout that was catered to like being low impact. And they do have a few varieties of different low impact workouts. I think that, you know, when it comes to these fitness apps, there's always gonna be something that could be improved. Like, I don't think that anything is perfect out there. You just gotta find what's gonna work for you. You know, what's gonna be something that you're going to enjoy, that you're going to stick to, that's going to just fit into your lifestyle. Even when you go through your different seasons and life changes, and maybe you have a baby, maybe you have an injury, maybe whatever's going on. An app that can move with you and grow with you through the seasons of life. So whatever that is for you, definitely go for that. I always say it, don't just jump on the Sweat app because you see everyone else doing it. Just make sure that it is the right app for you. It is very easy to cancel. If you do sign up through the Apple Pay, you'll have to cancel through your iTunes Apple account. I've canceled a couple of times when like my injury got really, really bad and I like couldn't do any workouts. I canceled for like a couple months. It is a very easy process to cancel and then rejoin. So let me know, is there anything specifically that you are looking for when it comes to a fitness app? Like, what is the most important thing to you? And do you have any specific questions about the Sweat app? Because I would love to answer them, especially if it's going to help someone make the decision on whether or not it is something they want to give a try. But there is the free trial, so it is there, available to anyone to give it a try. That's how I got started. If you have not seen my original video where I shared my honest thoughts on the Sweat app last year, definitely go check that one out. I will leave the link in the description as well. But that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and I hope to see you tuning into another video soon. Bye!